down 4, about 55 seconds to go. So oftentimes young teams struggle to be poised in that situation. Last year I saw all 34 of your games. I don't know if you'd have won very many of them in that situation, but tonight this group seemed to have a more mature pulse in the last minute. Now, you did a lot of things wrong leading up to that, but when it was winning time, they found a way to do it. Could you address that poise issue for me?
Well, we had 3 possessions at the end, and I thought Ronnie Johnson made 3 good decisions, and a couple of his turnovers. I thought we could have pushed the game out during the second half as we started to get up 4, get up 6. Then we would turn the basketball over, and he had a couple of those. But his pull-up jump shot that he missed, I thought was a good shot. His penetrating kick to Eric Peck, I thought was a good decision. Then his drive at the end, we were adamant at the end if we didn't need a 3, that we were going to drive the basketball or jam it inside. We wanted to go to the rim late in the game and make something happen. So I was pleased. It's kind of the silver lining of the game for us is that we wouldn't have won this game last year. We simply wouldn't. And tonight I thought our guys stepped up and made some plays there late to help us escape.
Assess the first 39 minutes for me. Good.
Well, I thought, I thought Northern Kentucky played harder than us. I thought they were quicker to the basketball. You look at some stats, and you see a lot of things that are even. You see field goal percentage, 3-point field goal percentage, free throw percentage. The separation is in their threes made, obviously making 6 more than us. We have 2 fewer turnovers, but there's a lot of similarities in the game. I thought they had to come into a Big Ten school and win. You got to have some people that are special. I thought Jordan Jackson was special. We simply couldn't keep him in front of us. I thought Todd Johnson's energy, the way he rebounded the basketball, set the tone. He's a kid that shot 20% from 3 last year. He comes out and goes 3 for 3 right away and ends up 4 for 6. And I thought he did some good things from a leadership standpoint. And then Flournoy, goes 4 for 4, stretches the defense as a big guy. And I thought those 3 guys, were special for Northern Kentucky. And I felt they deserved to win. Just out of being quicker to the basketball and having a little bit more energy than us, but also just the way they shot the basketball and the times they made threes. They answered every call, it's unfortunate for them. But that guy there is a hell of a coach, and they did a great job.
Coach, even with Hammonds out, I'm sure you'd expect to do better than simply tying them in rebounds. Could you talk a little bit about some missed opportunities throughout the game?
Well, not even including him into the conversation, it doesn't matter how tall you are to box somebody out. Anybody who can play the game of basketball, you might not be able to guard somebody one-on-one in space, but you can be in the right position and you can box somebody out. You can physically hit them and go get the basketball. And we have a lot of guys right now who watch. And, I thought we could play 10 or 11, but if guys aren't going to embrace the physicality of the game and they're not going to make good decisions and take good shots, maybe we won't. I don't know. I think we have talent, but we got to have some discipline. We got to have some toughness. And right now, that's not where we are as a team. When shots go up, I think it's a fun part of basketball. You get a chance to crack somebody, and then go get the ball. And then offensively, you get to fly in there. We're fortunate. I thought Northern Kentucky flew in there 2 or 3 times the last 5 minutes, and just simply the ball just skipped off their hands. But like I said, I just thought they were quicker to the basketball. Maybe we can learn from them, because I thought they were a hungrier team.
Brian, go ahead when you're ready.
Ronnie, just obviously that last minute, if you could just kind of walk us through you taking it to the basket, getting the foul, making the 2 free throws, and then surviving those last couple seconds. So I guess that's kind of 3 questions.
Basically, I just thought we had to just out our defense. They were getting a lot of shots that we really shouldn't have gave up. Splits in the defense were bad help side defense. Just getting whipped off the dribble. And as far as on the offensive end, we got a few shots, some good shots. I thought Peck hit a very nice shot that put us in a good spot. And then, just those free throws, just being poised at the end, taking good shots, not forcing anything.
Terone, Ronnie just used the word poised, and last year, you know, at this time and then throughout November and December, there were a lot of times where this team did not show as much poise. Can you sense the difference in that word, or as it would apply to this team, that this group collectively is more poised, and maybe that's how you were able to survive tonight?
I think so. You know, I thought there at the end showed a lot. You know, by Ronnie and what he's learned at the end of game situations, things like that, and also having Eric Peck in there. I thought he played really poorly at the end of the game, as far as like stepping in, making that shot, and also on the glass. At the end of the game, we were getting killed on offensive glass. But I thought out of everyone, he was the one that was getting the most rebounds. So, like you said, it's a different transformation from last year. But like we saw, we got a lot of work to do.
Ronnie, this was they were pretty good at shooting from three. They shot 50% from three. What do you think of their three-point shooting?
I thought they hit some shots that we thought that they wouldn't hit, and on the scout report, there were a few shooters that we were worried about, but the ones that we weren't really worried about, we were worried about dribbling, take us to the basket. Those guys hit a few threes that we really didn't go over them in threes, but it's just all about still being there and knocking them out of their shot, and you just, even though he's a driver, you still got to be there on the catch and close out and play good defense.
Terone, just you feel like you kind of survived something tonight? Matt's talking a lot about how he wants to see how you guys deal with adversity. Obviously, this was you got some right out of the gate. I feel like this is in the long run, this is something that perhaps tells us something about what you're made of.
I think so. Like you said, at the end of the game, we didn't have guys hollering at each other, cussing each other out. Well, you had a lot of that last year. At the end of the games, or once the adversity hit, I feel like we was pointing a finger a lot of the time. But this year, we had guys picking guys up at the end of the game, even when we was down there with 55 seconds to go. I feel like we had guys, picking each other up. Like, we still gonna win this. I kept a good mind state. I just, told Ronnie once the other guy once number 2 went to the free throw line, that he just got to get us a bucket going to the basket as quick as he can. He came down and did it. So it's just listening at the end of the game and paying attention. I thought Jay played really great tonight. Part of the reason that we won the game.
You guys rebounded the ball okay tonight, but it seemed like there might have been some missed opportunities there at the end. I mean, could you talk a little bit about some of the missed rebounds you guys had and how it could have affected the game?
Yeah, we just have to stay focused and do our assignments. At the end, I feel like we didn't box out like we should have, and I feel like that's the reason the game was so close. So, we gotta learn from that and come back and do our assignment the next game.